Welcome back to LPNN, Loss Prevention News Network. I'm Amber Bradley.
I'm Joe LaRocca, and I'm here with our special guest, Tony D'Onofrio, who's the Chief Customer Officer with Tyco Retail Solutions. Tony, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much. A really good pleasure to be with both of you.
And here's what's great. So Tony has not joined us before at the quick take table, so he has no idea about Amber's hot seat.
The hot seat questions. And we didn't prepare him at all.
These tough questions that might come from her. But I wanted to start with a couple of business questions, if I could. For those of you that do not already have Tony as your LinkedIn friend, listen to me right now. There are 20 or so people you want to follow on LinkedIn, and this gentleman is certainly one of them. He's considered one of the top 20 influencers on LinkedIn. Congratulations for that.
Thank you very much.
It's Tony C. D'Onofrio at twitter.com. And Tony, the other day you posted something very interesting about retail in 2020. It's a topic that we talk about a lot. Where's the future of retail headed? You are considered an expert on this topic. You lecture around the world to retailers, service providers, and other groups. Can you share a little bit about your vision? Where are we headed?
Well, thank you very much for that question. So to me, shopping is transforming into an immersive day-to-day activity where in the old days it used to be a chore. You got to drive to the mall, you got to take the car, do all those types of things. In the future, it's going to be part of your life. So in retail in 2020, I'm saying that your life is really a shopping platform going forward. What that means is your house, your smart house, is going to be connected, and you're actually going to be shopping off of devices such as Alexa. You're going to tell Alexa, I don't want to go to the store anymore. I want to buy X or Y from Alexa.
That
your
sounds
car.
good to me.
General Motors just released an app in a car to actually allow you to shop from your car. And even social media, it's really becoming a platform where you're going to shop and be able to do those types of things. So everything you do in life is going to be shopping.
Wow.
And Tony, I know there's such a broad array of devices out there now. And, I think people, even at the basic level, they're trying to decide between an Amazon Fire Stick and a Roku and an Apple TV, right? We're still at the grade school of technology. As we move forward, I just saw LG release the new fridge with the LED panels. Blink is certainly becoming a very prominent security device, right? We see Blink videos all over the place today. What are some of the devices when you talk to groups, you tell consumers, look at this, start here, and that will maybe set a pathway for you on what's next?
So to me, it's all about platforms. And what I'm seeing is that technology is evolving into technology platforms on which you build something. And you start something simple and then you build on. So Alexa for me is a voice shopping platform. You're buying using Alexa as a way to shop and buy those types of things. Refrigerator is going to be a data feeding mechanism. Eventually could actually talk to Alexa. If you have a Nest at home, why couldn't the Nest automatically buy what you need to basically make your home more efficient? Why do you actually have to do things? So to me, it's about these connected devices becoming smarter, becoming platforms on which to buy. Television is another one where, to me, every surface, every single screen is really a way to shop, is a way to actually engage with a consumer.
So when we first started talking about this, though, years ago, 2020 seemed super far away. It's almost like in Back to the Future when they had the flying car and it was just, 1989? We're already supposed to have flying cars, right?
Wait, we do? Do we have any?
Minus mine.
Not yet.
But
it's coming.
So in your experience as an expert, tell us, do you think retail is ready? I mean, 2020 is right around the corner when you think about it. So
retail to me is getting there. So retail is going to be all about branding and customer experience and creating these immersive customer experiences that allow a consumer to actually engage with a brand, fall in love with a brand, and become what I call a brand ambassador. Actually becoming so passionate about it that you blog out on social media, you write blogs, you do all those types of things. So to me, what that means today is having a digital presence, having digital engagement, actually having that digital capability to reach you wherever you are. If you're sitting in your car, if you're sitting in your home, if you're watching television, that brand has to be able to reach out to you digitally and actually engage you.
So let me ask you this. There's a recent study talking about mobile pay
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that that seems like retail's next step in the whole technology and integrated world and payment from your house, right? So one of the top challenges that retailers said was having the apps to support and having an integrated system, even just for mobile pay. So thinking about that challenge, what is the next step for retail?
So mobile pay, I was just actually at the NRF yesterday. I saw that at the next Olympics, you'll be able to use your Olympic pin to pay for goods that you're buying. You no longer have to carry your wallet. You use your Olympic pin to buy. So mobile is allowing the transition of all kinds of different ways to engage in, including payment. We think in parts of the Western world that being on mobile is so amazing, but if you go to China right now, there are 500 million people buying goods on mobile devices already. Yeah. So there are countries in the world that are ahead of the game. Exactly right.
And China is significantly ahead of us in the mobile digital purchase area. We were talking a little bit off camera about Singles Day and setting records, right? Tell us a little bit. What did you see, and how does that play into maybe what we can learn here in the U.S.?
Well, Singles Day is a perfect kind of a holiday. It's a manufactured holiday. It started out as a college prank. College students said, why should the Valentines have all the fun?
Yes.
Let's invent a day for singles.
I'm down with that.
Let's invent a day for singles, and let's make it November 11, which is 1-1-1-1. So November 11 became Singles Day. Alibaba smelled money. Yeah. So they created a holiday. Let's go shop online.
I like this. We need to adopt this. Why should the couples have all the fun?
And amazingly, last year, that was 24-hour period for Alibaba was $17 billion.
Oh, my God. This
year, $25 billion in 24 hours. That is amazing. That's more than twice Black Friday plus Cyber Monday put together. That's the difference.
Because singles have all the money because they're not.
That's true.
That's true. Another trying to get out of a fight.
That is true.
See.
I've been not single for a long time.
You notice,
I'm not going to get in trouble
Tony
with
and I
my
are
wife.
remaining completely silent on this.
I know.
I'm not getting in trouble with my wife in case she's watching.
Let's move back to the LinkedIn thing because this is important. So I have a big thing. I often scroll through LinkedIn, being in marketing, right? So, and you're a top 25 influencer. That's very impressive. So I'm going to guess that you didn't get to a top 5 or top 25 influencer with the car selfie as your profile picture.
No, actually, it's about being professional. Remember that comment I just made about retail and branding?
Yes.
My view of the world is all of us, as humans, will be brands. And the idea is you start early to define who you are, what you want to be when you grow up. In the old days, you thought about that for yourself. Now it's about your profile, your public profile,
That's right.
and how you build that public profile over time and make it valuable. And
Right.
that, to me, is the key to personal branding. I started this journey 4 years ago, and it's been an amazing ride. Helped a lot because social media was evolving around the same time. But to me, personal branding is the key to everybody's success in the future.
So your opinion on the car selfie for the profile?
No. You need to have a professional photo. You need to pick your words. You need to not have the bad pictures, the bad stuff online that is bad. Make sure all that kind of stuff comes off. You really need to have a professional look of who you want to be. And that, for me, you encourage every young person
That's right.
that whatever they do in social media today will come back to be part of their future profile.
That's
so it's
scary.
very, very important.
It's scary for those college kids out there. I know we've got a huge bank of college students watching us right now, and we're imploring you, don't put the idiot pictures on Facebook. You will regret it when you're trying to get your dream job, right, Joe?
Don't put them on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
true.
about how crazy the selfie photo can
Yeah.
be. They will come back to haunt you
Yeah.
at some point.
Or the sunglasses with the big fish that you caught as
Yeah.
your profile picture.
I've
Maybe
seen
not, right? Congratulations on your recent catch, but dang, profile picture.
That's
Probably
right.
not.
You want a professional photo, a professional profile. You also want to understand your audience. What I've seen is we're going through evolution. So, for example, for millennials, Facebook is not where they like to go anymore. Facebook, they call it for the old people. So
Wow,
where they
so
go?
where is it now?
Now it's Instagram. Their
You've gotta tell
favorite
us.
platform is Instagram. And in fact, Instagram had a major impact in this holiday season for retail shopping. Instagram is where they go in terms of they like to see it, they ask their friends what they think about it, and then they ask the next question, where can I actually go buy it?
Yeah.
So these platforms, understanding where you're at, where your brand wants to play, and figuring out what platform is important on a go-forward basis.
He's spot on this.
Yes.
Absolutely. I've heard this from a number of small businesses and people coming up in the Hollywood socialite world. Instagram, Instagram, Instagram. Every day, consistently, variety of photos, spot on. So, Tony, we wanted to ask you, you travel an awful lot. You travel more than both of us combined times 10. So, travel hacks. We all have a few little tricks, right? So, somebody says you fly a lot. What's your first recommendation? Get TSA pre-check, right? Bypass the long line. Don't have to take off your shoes. Remove your laptop, etc. That's probably pretty simplistic. Give us a couple of your favorite travel tips.
So what's nice about traveling, it is getting easier provided you work the system, and you have to work the system. The airlines are not there necessarily to make your life easier. Even if you are a top tier, they're still trying to make money on everybody. So to me, key things is exactly what you said, and it's not just you actually want, for example, there's a program called Global Entry that you can sign up for 5 years, and you actually get instant access in any worldwide airports when you're coming back, and it actually makes it so much easier to come in and out of countries. There are now countries that have reciprocal ways to get in. The UK is another one where you can actually get pre-clearance as a US passport and walk right in and not stand in a 2-hour line when you get to London. So that's from getting to the airport and processing to the airport. And then it's all about where you sit and picking the right seats and working the system. And by that I mean constantly, for example, as a frequent flyer that I am, I constantly trying to find that optimal seat. If I'm traveling overnight, I want to be in the middle of the section away from where they're feeding food. I do not want to be in the middle seat. So if I'm in a middle seat, I'm going to be checking almost every day to make sure I get away from that middle seat. So there's ways that you work, and you cannot get upset when things go wrong. I can tell you the airlines are going to give you lip service in terms of how they are sorry and all that, but they're doing a job. So really go with the flow. Things do fall apart. But having said that, there are ways to work the system from behind and actually contacting the airline after that actually get you some nice perks if you do it the right way. So there are ways to work at it, both when you get to the airport, within the flight itself, and then when you're done, if you're not happy, how to get something done out of it. And don't forget, social media is a perfect mechanism where you can then do some follow-up and do some other things.
That's great.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here with us, and also thank you for your support, for sure. So now we're going to turn it back over to Gus for another episode. Thanks for watching.